warrior path. Okay, I know you guys have been having some fun with that Ichijo and Ichimonji no katas. Now this next one is going to be very interesting. Please make sure you're paying attention because there's a lot to it, and it's a very interesting little movement. Now, what will happen on this one is something that I had first read about in a book called Tai Chi Classics, a book that I had many years ago. And it's based on the principle of multiple strikes. So let's say we're going to strike at something, and we would start with the fingertips. And then we would allow the fingers to collapse into a four-knuckle strike, striking with that, taking those knuckles out of the way so we can punch with a regular fist, then punch it with the wrist, then the elbow, then the shoulder, and then the whole body. So you're collapsing into this, doing multiple strikes. To me, this is what Jumonji no Kata embodies. Now, what happens is we're protecting ourselves, we're in a Jumonji no Kata Kamae stance, punch is coming in, we step and strike. How? We circle our hand and create what's called a boshiken. Now the boshiken is a punch with the point of the thumb. This is very devastating and it works a lot of the time. Be aware, it doesn't work on everybody. Some people are just wired differently and they don't respond to the stimuli that most of us do. But this is a great little tool to be using up in what's called the butsumetsu, which is underneath the armpit in the ribs. You can even use it against the neck. You can use it into points on the face, all sorts of places. It's really good, really handy. Now, from here, we're going to step in the direction of our rear toes, a lot like Ichimonji, and we strike one. Then we drive this into the exposed part of the body. Maybe the solar plexus, the sternum, even over here on the side, maybe even up in the neck. Then we raise our hand up and put it in front of their eyes. Now this part is very important, very important. What happens is you're going to create a vacuum. You're keeping the space open by keeping your hand up in the eyes. I've even seen this as a strike to the eyes to get the person to back up, or at least flinch back. And then you're going to release pressure. You're going to move back, already starting to move. Very important, you don't just sit here and release the pressure and then they come in and clobber you while you're not ready to move. From here, with your hand up and your intention still raised, you're moving back and releasing that pressure. It's a weird thing that you can kind of feel when you're practicing it correctly. As this is happening, they're coming in with another strike with the other hand. You're stepping back at your angle, strike, rotate, popping that in there into the pressure points, and then raising this up to the eyes. And then you would do it again. Hicho, Ichimonji, and Jumonji no Kata are usually done in a 3-move set. So you can kind of get a feel for this. My turn, I defend, pow, 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 pow. Next, 1, 2, and 3. And then I come in and I punch at you. 1. And you hit this out of the way, you strike into the pressure point, you raise up to the eyes, and I should kind of get a feeling of what is going on in this technique. Then I recover my senses, and pow, I come in to strike you again, and then I'm going to come in one more time, giving you the opportunity to practice it 3 times. And then you would return the favor. Strike at me 3 times. I work my technique out those 3 times, and then I return the favor, and back and forth. So if you can do that with your Hicho, with your Ichimonji, and also with your Jumonji, that would be incredibly powerful. If you can also practice your Hicho, starting on one side, from here, pow, kick, then strike, then your partner comes in with the other strike, and you do your Ichimonji no Kata, and then they strike one more time, and you're practicing your Jumonji no Kata, that would also be a great way of doing this. Let's look again at Jumonji no Kata. Now we have some ideas on how to practice as well. This video should provide you with ample opportunities to explore these concepts. So again, from here, whoa, whoa, take it easy. I strike from here. Strike in, cover up at the eyes. I bring this back into Jumonji, where it gets its name. I then step back at my angle, striking out of the way, and then, from here, striking back in, and then raising up to the eyes, and then allowing them to come in. Remember, when I'm in Kamae, I have a plan. You should be repeating that same thing to yourself always. When I'm in Kamae, I have a plan. So as I'm doing this, strike, strike, and I'm moving here, my plan is to protect, and maybe it's even to overwhelm. Maybe I'm going to change things up at this point. These drills, practice them often. Koshi Sanpo Waza are vital to understanding how our movement goes with another partner. Make sure you're practicing these drills on your own. In the next couple of videos, we're going to go ahead and do these with a partner. Again, get good at them and understand them. Thank you for joining us on the quest to be better along the warrior path.